So every single person on this planet has like their celebrity crush that they think is the most attractive person on the planet, right? And what I think is really funny is that we all have that one friend that's like pretty like vanilla and he never talks about his sex life ever. Except when he comes to like this attractive celebrity that he loves, and then he says something like, yeah, I'd let her fart in my mouth, right? Which brings up the question of, can you hold a man accountable for his freakiness when it applies to a very attractive woman? So, we'll use me for an example. I am not a foot fetishist. I don't find foot attractive. However, if Anne Hathaway wants to put her feet in my mouth, I'm gonna suck the jam out the damn toes, right? So, I wanted to explain this scientific phenomenon and put it in a measurable chart for others to use, right? So we're going to pull up this chart. Now, what this chart shows is the bottom row is how attractive a woman is or your celebrity crush or whatever. And then the top column explains your freakiness level. And the higher up you are, the freakier and more weird you are. So, for example, let's just say that you have a 5 out of 10 girlfriend. You're a 5 out of 10, your girlfriend's a 5 out of 10. Nothing wrong with that. I'm sub 5. I'm an ugly troglodyte. I'd be lucky if Anne Hathaway farted in the same room I was in, right? But if you're a 5 out of 10 and you're licking ass and eating toes, I don't think you're getting freaky because, you've got such a good catch. You're just freaky. I know you're doing it for the love of the game. You're not even doing it because, it's a weird circumstance, right? But then as the attractive scale goes up, you see, the ramp goes down, right? So it's a 6 or a 7. All right, you're still a bit weird. You're sucking toes. You're kind of freaky, bro. Chill out. 8 and 9. Hey, man, whatever you're into. Yeah, suck some toes. I mean, she a baddie. And then a 10 is where every man just has to accept that to maintain the agenda, we got to suck some toes. That's just, man got to do what a man got to do. That's how it is, right? And now you might be saying, Wyatt, there's an abnormality on this chart. With what you explained, how come 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s are lower on the freak scale? Surely if someone is getting freaky with a 3 out of 10, they're doing it for the love of the game. No, dear viewers. Let me explain. So, let's say you're online, right? You're browsing online and you just come across a video, right? And it's this dude and he says, how to put a bitch in the Incredible Hulk. Yeah, the Incredible Hulk is a level 12 sex move, right? And you watch this tutorial video on how to put a bitch in the Incredible Hulk, right? You don't want to put your wife in the Incredible Hulk. You don't want to put your girlfriend in the Incredible Hulk. You got to ease into that shit. And also, it's disrespectful. You can't be using the level 13 sex move? So you got to try it out first. And that's why the 3 and 4 category, that's what that's for. I mean, listen, bro. You got to suck toes to know if you like sucking toes or not. And you ain't going to try it on your main girlfriend because she's never going to you're never going to live it down. You're going to be known in town as the toe sucker, right? So that's why that's lower. And the 1 and 2 is one of those things where I will die on this hill. I don't think most people are even 1 and 2s. As an ugly man myself, I'm like a 4, right? It's basically impossible for someone to be a 1 or a 2 if they are trying to be good with their aesthetic, right? So instead of eating ass and sucking toes, you need to lock in on, taking a shower and going to the gym. Get some other priorities in your life. But that's it, essentially. This is copyrighted, This is a scientific study. They'll talk about this in books for years to come. And that's all I really want to talk about.